If you're struggling to enjoy your pregnancy and feel like there's this little stranger taking over your body, then stick with me because I have 10 simple ways to help you bond with your baby and actually enjoy your pregnancy. Looks like Luna's going to be joining us today. Hey, I'm Val, and it's my mission to make sure that you have the tools that you need to have a happy, healthy pregnancy. Plus, I'll make sure you leave feeling energized and confident as you stay ahead of the pregnancy wellness game with scientifically based facts, unique insights, and a bit of my intuitive mama mojo. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the good stuff. So this is the follow-up video, I promise, that will give you 10 tips for bonding with your baby. If you haven't watched the first video, I highly suggest going back and watching it. It will give you just like a deeper understanding of the why behind why this may be happening in the first place. In this video, I'm going to share some bonding exercises so that you can take what you've learned in the previous video and apply it to these fun exercises. Every woman deserves to feel the joy of bonding with their baby and how healing it can be on their journey, not only as a mother, but as a woman. There's also been a lot of evidence-based research that prenatal bonding is associated with the following outcomes. Feeling more positive during pregnancy, of course, having less anxiety and pain during pregnancy, reducing the need for labor and delivery interventions like C-sections, and then babies also tend to be healthier at birth and have a better birth weight. There's also tends to be less postpartum and less depression. Babies sleep better, and moms in general just experience a lot more comfort and success with breastfeeding. So who wouldn't want this, right? It's pretty straightforward. I don't know, honestly, it kind of seems a little silly to even do research on something so obvious, but the more in tune you are with yourself, the more in tune you're gonna be with your pregnancy, your labor, your delivery, and your baby. Think of an athlete. They train to get to know their bodies, right? How they perform best. Think of pregnancy like you're training for motherhood. The more time that you spend getting to know yourself and your baby, the more in tune and bonded you will be with your baby. Motherhood is going to bring up so many emotions, and with the tool of being the observer that you learned in the previous video, these fun exercises that I'm going to share with you, you'll have some great stuff in your tool belt to handle whatever comes your way. And be sure to check out my other videos on prenatal nutrition, yoga, and movement, and lots of tips and hacks on making pregnancy easier and more enjoyable. First and foremost, following through with actually creating the time to connect with yourself and your baby is more than half the battle. It's kind of like exercise or making plans with a friend. If you don't set a time to do it, it probably won't happen. So even if you spend 5 minutes, it will make a big difference. It's not about doing it right or for a long time. It's just actually doing it. Remember, what you focus on grows. So water the flowers and not the weeds. Okay, let's get started. Number 1, the first thing is going to get you tapped into your imagination. As Einstein said, the imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Don't worry, it's easy. So imagine that your baby has already been born. Think about what you would be doing together. What are you teaching or sharing with them? What are the things that you love that make you happy and want to share it with them? Is it a walk in nature or singing to them your favorite song or lullaby, maybe going swimming or dancing? If you enjoy music, put on some music and dance together or read your favorite book. You may feel a little silly, talking to your baby, but it's just about starting to develop your relationship with them now. Tell them about your family, who they're gonna meet, what they're like, stuff like that, just to kind of get connected in. All right, number 2, guided meditations are awesome for connecting with your pregnancy and your baby, especially if you aren't a regular meditator, because it guides you so you don't need to worry about if you're doing it right. Guided meditations are a nice, relaxing break that helps keep you calm, centered, and tuned in. And I also just happen to have my own guided meditation, so be sure to check those links in the descriptions so you can go get that guided meditation whenever you're ready for it. Number 3, Include your partner and family. There is kind of a cool fact. At 20 weeks, your heartbeat is audible to the baby, so they can hear your voice, right? Therefore, it helps your baby become more acquainted with you and their family before they're even born. So invite your partner, siblings, and anyone else you want to talk to the baby. Read stories, touch your belly, have them feel the kicks. You could even use like finger paints to paint pictures on your belly and just have fun with it. Breathing exercises. So breathing exercises are very effective to help you tune into your body and emotions. They also help to reduce pain, calm your nerves, and reduce stress. The more you are in tune with yourself, as I've said many times, the more in tune you will be with your baby. The breath is pretty much what I consider to be the best tool to connect the body and the mind. It's like that key that unlocks the door to that deeper part of yourself. All right, number 5. Next, we have one for your creative side. And no, you don't have to be an artist. It's a vision board or a dream board. They're a little bit different, but the whole basic idea is it's just a great way to get your mind connected to like what's really happening, right? To get a visual of that. And it's about what you want, what you're dreaming about for you and your baby and your family. And so just kind of connecting in with what brings you joy. You can also use your ultrasound picture and then find other pictures to fill in that just bring you joy and start to really create that picture for yourself. Okay, moving on to number 6, movement or exercise, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it movement because when it comes to exercise, I usually don't want to do it. So I just want you guys to do whatever you enjoy. So whatever that is. I enjoy taking walks in nature and just enjoying what's around me. I loved prenatal yoga when I was pregnant because it helped me to just feel into my body on a deeper level. As I felt my muscles stretch, it brought more awareness to how I was feeling and put me in my body and got me out of my head. So again, just do whatever you enjoy. I do have a few movement videos of my own that you might want to check out. They are in the links in the description. So one of them I think is the best exercise for pregnancy, and that's on YouTube. And then I think I have a couple more on TikTok. So check them out, and it might be something that will kind of spark your interest to get you moving. So number 7, look into joining a pregnancy group to get connected with others. There's a group out there for just about anything you can think of. And if there isn't one, then create it. I think you'd be surprised how many women would actually love it. It doesn't have to be centered around pregnancy either. There's groups for walking, hiking, yoga classes, art, mindfulness, meditation, bitching about your in-laws. Basically, you name it, it's out there. Number 8 is healing touch. So one way to dip your toe into this concept is either to learn to give yourself a massage, a little belly massage, or go get a prenatal massage from a therapist. Touch is just a great way to get in tune with yourself and learn about how the mind and the body are connected. And there's really no one right way. So I found that if I had any sore places on my body, I would just place my hands there on that area. I would close my eyes and send some loving energy there. Pretty simple. Personally, I like to give that loving energy a color, and then I visualize that color kind of glowing with that color. So say if my, neck or lower back was hurting, I would just imagine it kind of red and throbbing, and then I would send a nice cool blue healing light to that area and watch it make the red color just kind of dissipate. I even go as far as to say things like, I love you back or neck, wherever it is. I am here for you. Let me know what you need. Then just listen. It may tell you what it needs, right? More rest, which is probably likely. I don't know, to be iced, a warm bath with Epsom salts. Your body actually will talk to you. Just trust your intuition. In my case, it was that I really needed to just be better about speaking up for myself about what I needed. It's so easy to do so much for others and not really take into consideration what you really need for yourself. You see, all physical ailments have an emotional component. And if you don't have any sore areas, just place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart and then send that loving energy to your baby. See the energy flowing back and forth between your heart to your baby's heart. Remember, everything is energy, so you have the ability to heal yourself just by focusing loving energy and intention on the areas that need it. Love goes a long way, I promise. Just think about how your mom kissed your boo-boos, or when you hit your knee on the corner of a table and you hold it till the pain goes away. It's just a natural reaction. Now you're just taking it a step further with intention and love. I could go on and on, but it's a big topic, so I'll just make another video about that hopefully soon. All right, number 9, don't forget the food-mood connection. If you find that you're feeling just like irritable and like just spacey and disconnected, it may be that you're just not getting the right nutrition. I find that when I feel good, I do good. And when I feel bad, everything just feels off. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you're hangry, when you're so hungry that you have absolutely no tolerance or patience for everything and everyone around you. So the foods we eat or don't eat play a big part in how we feel physically and emotionally. They're both connected, food, mood, right? So eating well doesn't have to be hard. I'm not going to go into details right now because I have a lot of other videos you can check out on prenatal nutrition. Just remember, keep it simple and stick to the basics. Make sure you're avoiding highly processed foods like crackers and chips and boxed foods and fast food cooked in all those unhealthy saturated fats and oils. Avoid excess sugar. Make sure you're getting enough protein. That's a big one. Make sure you're getting in good fats. Drink lots of water to stay hydrated and cleaned out. And if you can, eat organic when possible and like whole foods like fruits and veggies, and you'll be on point. All right, here we are, number 10. So lastly, I encourage you to go get a beautiful journal and just take some time to write how you're feeling, what you're experiencing, your dreams, your plans. You could draw, make lists, just kind of have all those thoughts and everything in one place. It's a great way to record and just be present with all the ups and the downs of this whole experience. If I can promise you anything, it's that you are going to grow and change and transform in so many ways being a mother. So don't just expect that you're always going to feel this way. I promise things are going to change in so many different ways, and it's going to be really interesting to look back on a journal and see what you were going through and probably to see how far you've come. So I encourage you to do that. I think you will really enjoy it. Okay, go play around with these. Have fun with them. There's no right or wrong. You'll find what works for you. As I've mentioned before, remember, this is a relationship you're developing. Relationships take time and care and attention to develop into something beautiful and fulfilling for both of you, you and your baby. So have patience and give yourself some grace. Stay away from comparing and judgment. This is your unique experience. When you get tuned into yourself, you will naturally start to become more in tune, not only with your baby and your pregnancy, but with your whole life. You are more powerful than you could ever imagine. I really hope that you make some time to try out and just play around with these 10 tips. And don't forget to check out the links that I mentioned. There are lots of great gems to help make pregnancy easier and more enjoyable. And my final parting thought to you is just trust yourself. Connecting with your baby is a very personal thing. So give yourself the gift of time. It truly is that simple. Creating the time to connect, no matter what you do during that time, really will make the biggest impact on how you relate to your pregnancy. And there's a number of infinite ways that you can connect with your baby. So just do what feels right to you and enjoy it. There's going to be days when you feel good, days when you feel bad, but I really hope that these 10 tips, you'll just be able to pull from these to help you connect deeper with your baby and truly enjoy your pregnancy. Alrighty, take care. Until next time. Mwah. Do you want to say goodbye, Luna? Come here. Luna, come here. Jump up. Luna says bye. She loves you too. Okay. Bye.